What's up, everybody? This your boy One DJ Kill, aka Don Callahan. Grand rising to you, and I hope you have a shining day today. I hope life floods your receptors, and you open your vision to higher planes and platitudes. Now, I want to talk about generational wealth. Now, it's very important for us as blacks to focus on financial things now. We don't put too much faith into the church now. All the church did was put their money in the bank and kept it to themselves and not build the communities and everything else. But communities cannot be built unless the family structure is built, and the family structure can't be built unless mama and daddy are focused on establishing wealth, not getting rich. You can get rich and have material things, and when you die, that don't pass on to your kids, or kids, and it just goes back to this vicious system called the government. So, I think it's very important for us as blacks to focus on generational wealth. And what do I mean by that? I mean setting up trust funds and estates. Now, this one guy I be watching, he's very thorough on trust funds, setting up trusts and estates. And one of his things that he says, own nothing, control everything. And what he mean by that is nothing is in your physical, in your social security name. However, you have set up trust and you have set up estates, and even though all these things are still yours and you have possession of them, you flip the game by not having nothing in your name and still controlling everything through a trust, through estate. You don't have to pay taxes this way, for one, and it get to pass on to your kids. Kids. This is what I mean by building generational wealth. And most people think that in order to build generational wealth, you have to be broke all the time because you don't put your money up, the savings and stuff like this. And a lot of people are worried about when you die, are you going to be able to, when you die, you ain't going to be able to take the money with you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, pensions don't have a pension, and the ones that do have pensions, it ain't going to be worth nothing by the time they get there because the dollar value is going to be done decreasing more. You know what I mean? So, it's important for black couples, if you're with your woman or if you're with your man, that's not your boyfriend or your girlfriend, that's not your husband or your wife, that's your teammate. You in a contract with this person, you're doing business. Most people don't know how to do business because they don't look at things as doing business. When you're in a relationship as a couple, you're doing business with each other. Maybe that's why a lot of relationships don't work, because we're not looking at it for what it is. We think it's something to play around with. So here it is now. You done spent 2 years with this person, 4 years with this person, 6 years with this person, and guess what? You just walk away from it like it ain't nothing, or you don't fight for it, or you don't honor it. So you just. It's like a kid that got a goddamn glass jar in his hand, you feel me? Amongst rocks. That kid ain't taking no. That kid don't care. A 3-year-old don't care. They don't know the value of the glass, so he gonna break that eventually. You could trust that. Within a 15-minute time, he gonna break that. And that's how a lot of us are in relationships. We have good people on our team, you know what I'm saying? But we don't look at it as a team. We look at it as sex objects. You know what I mean? He's a sex object to her. So she's a sex object to him. So outside of the sex, nothing goes on but the TV and sit down and watch and listen to music together. That's not building. But if that's your definition of a relationship, you might as well go ahead and keep that, or just go ahead and not get in one at all. Don't get into a relationship until you understand that being together is a partnership, and you're doing business together, and the goal is to build generational wealth. A lot of us will spend buku money on trips, buku money on material things, but y'all will not put your money together to start a home-based online business. See, we'll spend money. We'll come up with ways to spend money, but we won't come up with ways to accumulate residual income. Like and subscribe to this video. Also follow me on Instagram and Facebook.